Hey everyone, it's me, Super Mario Jonathan here, and today I finally talking about the full timeline. Now, I am going to write it down for now, so that way I don't have to forget. I have to remember what page this is on. Alright, I'm going to save it for like the end of the page, so that way I could remember what part of the page this is. Okay, so if you already know about Mario Luigi's Stupid Dumb Adventures, I'm going to write that down from seasons 1 to season 4. All right? Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures, seasons 1, 2, 4. All right. So that's like the main part of the timeline, right? Like throughout, Mario Luigi Stupid Dumb Adventures, this is only the main one timeline. So technically, Mario jumping from multiverse to multiverse, that is a part of the timeline. That clearly is a part of the timeline. Now, as we go here, we pretty much see I think I would say that like for the series that I want to create, I guess I would say that this series would be, let's see here. I don't know. I'm just gonna say that this series will be like, the aftermath of Mario Luigi Stupid Dumb Adventure Season 4. So for the second part of the timeline, we will say that this is a Mega Man series. So we're gonna call this one Mega Man X. From 1 to 5. Now I know that there has been Mega Man X 1 to 3, but you never had 1 to 5 before, but that's only a little bit of a judgment recall. Now, there are like sub timelines, so such as like these two important ones, which is Luigi's Mansion and Chef Pee Pee Quits. But it does actually like count a bit. You feel me? So Mega Man X, you know, this is going to be part of the main timeline, and the sub timeline will be Luigi's Mansion and Chef Pee Pee Quits, because this is a different timeline. Now we already went through all these seasons because I did finish them, so technically this will fit into the Smash Bros. And the Devil Inside. Just a minute. All right. So after Mega Man X 1 to 5, which I do want to make that series, we cut up to, I guess I would say that this series is meant to be based off of, Freeze Fight 22 series, except it's not gonna be Bowser's Koopalings. It's just gonna be like Bowser's minions, or no. Let's just call it Bowser's Koopalings. Because if we call it Bowser's Children, YouTube would be definitely not happy. Literally, they'll be like, "Oh, that will work." But since Susan left, I don't know how I would feel about it. Plus, I'm not gonna do any suggestions on this one. If you want to make a suggestion on the timeline here, please say it in the chat, or maybe you could like tell me in the comment section down below after this live stream is over. But either way, I'm gonna put in Bowser's Koopalings. Now I do know that Bowser's Children was featured on SML at one point, but that doesn't count as part of the timeline for that kind of a thing. So either way, like the Bowser Jr. videos, I don't feel like that counts as part of the other main timeline. So either way, this series will last from seasons 1, 2, 3. Now, after like Bowser's Koopalings, we pretty much like, you know, get this timeline, which does fit into like the main part of, what we're looking at right here as to what we really see. So technically by season 3, there's like this odd villain that's really out of nowhere and is trying to kill people. So technically we don't know who it is. So you got to use your imaginations. You got to use your imaginations if you want to know who the villain is, but I'm pretty sure you already know who it is. But either way, not going to say its name. Not appropriate for YouTube. But yeah, all in all, that is going to be the third part of the timeline. Now, for the fourth part of the timeline, I think I would say that this is gonna be like more like Woody and Black Yoshi and Shrek. So I'm gonna call it the Three Bros series. I know I'm supposed to continue the drama saga, but I said it once and I'll say it again. I'm taking a break from that. So we're just gonna do the Three Bros from seasons 1 to season 4. I know that some people are gonna be mad about this since they rather see Mario and Bowser go on adventures and stuff like that. I get that we did have like Mario Bowser's Crazy Adventures, but I will say this though. I will say this. This does fit almost to the timeline a bit. This does almost fit into like this timeline. All right, you feel me? Here. Mario and Bowser Crazy Adventures. Now, yes, this is a sub timeline, but here's the thing. This does connect to the Three Bros timeline, which they mentioned something about Sonic. So, either way, yes, this does happen. As for the Luigi's Mansion one, right here, next to Bowser's Koopa seasons 1 to 3. Now, granted, I know that some people would say that this doesn't make any sense and this really is not going to be completable. But dare I say, this is what it is. This is a little bit of a treat here. This is a little bit of a treat that I just want to say that this is a little bit of a good treat, maybe. Okay, you feel me? So, anyways, we got the fourth part of the timeline, and now we finally get to the main timeline. Now, you know that like book that fell from the sky? Yeah. So by the end of season 4, there's like this like Lakitu, and he like he has the book, and apparently he just automatically just fell from it out of the sky because of what he did something. I don't know what he did, but who cares. And then you finally got the fifth part of the timeline, which is Super Smash Bros. And the devil in the devil inside. So technically, this does fit into the main timeline for Super Mario Logan, apparently. So remember what I said back then that I was trying to make a remake of Mario's, the Super Mario movie, the Super Mario Logan movie. Yeah, Super Smash Bros. And the Devil Inside definitely was that kind of a movie. Like it was. It clearly was. But either way, now we got Super Smash Bros. And the Devil Inside for the fifth part of the timeline. Now, this does cross paths to two more timelines because even though Mario woke up and it was a dream, originally by the end he was supposed to hear like an explosion outside, and then he would look outside and see what that commotion was, and then he sees the book, and then the camera pans out, and that's it. And then we pretty much get a what if Mario opened the book, what if Mario didn't open the book. But then again, that would be kind of confusing. So for the sake of my justice, I'm going to try and keep this smooth as possible. And make a new timeline right here. Now, I really do like the dark twist. Or the twist or something like that. I don't know what the hell does Richie call it, but I'm pretty sure it's the twist. But the twist will sort of fit in the timeline. Maybe. I mean, it is something to be remembered by. But then again, this is kind of bizarre since that timeline is different from Logan's timeline, but they're almost connected in some way. So either way, we're not going to put the dark twist as a sixth timeline. We're going to put that as the ninth timeline, or maybe the 10th. I don't know. I got to find a way to get that in. So for the sixth timeline, all right, you feel me? For the sixth timeline, that maybe will actually split two timelines, apparently, would be. I'm pretty sure this will be like a Super Smash Bros. Thing, or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm going to call this one DK Adventures from seasons 1 to season 3. Now, this does split the two timelines, apparently. I'm not going to get a Diddy Kong plushie because it's so big to the point that it could barely rival Donkey Kong. So, either way, you have these two parts of the timeline where there's one on one end where Mario does this, and then the last end, which is a sub timeline where Donkey Kong does this. So either way, we're gonna add the sub timeline as maybe a part of the main timeline. Okay, you feel me? So here we go. All right, so let's see here. I don't know if I want to make this a Sonic thing or not, but I'm not. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. I guess I would say that maybe I could do like a Pokemon one. Maybe. Yeah, I think I could do a Pokemon one. I mean, I have Pokemon. So technically, with that split timeline, the main timeline is straight, but the split timeline goes diagonal. So technically, the main timeline would have Pokemon in it. Pokemon Ravage Adventure. Last seasons 1 to season 2. I only had 2 seasons in mind because if I had a third season, then it literally wouldn't make any goddamn sense. And no, I'm not going to limit the entire episode for over 66 episodes. What am I, an idiot? So, yeah, Pokemon Ravage Adventure. I only put Ravage in there because there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that are going to be Ravages. And the less I say about that, the better. Now, we got the DK timeline. Here we go. The split timeline. Now, I don't know what the split timeline will be about, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like, let's say, more like uh, a Kirby thing. Actually, maybe a Kirby thing. I have to look back on the movie and try my best and do my best to do what I gotta do. But yeah, still though, we're gonna add a Kirby timeline on this one, where Kirby does, mess up the timeline a bit, and Mario is trying to fix it. So yeah, Kirby, massive, sure. Now you may be wondering to yourself, oh, so this is gonna be like Kirby's Vacation, right? Wrong. It's gonna be like Kirby going into like another planet where he's stranded there, and apparently he's trying to escape but can't because the entire thing is cursed. So he's trying to get off planet, trying to like see what the hell is going on and stuff like that. And yeah, it's definitely going to be like a very, very crazy one. I don't know if that would be worth it or not, but honest to God, dude, yeah. So yeah, Kirby's Massive Adventure will fit into the timeline because Kirby goes into the main timeline. Now, there's no season to this. This is just like a movie per se. But this is like a maybe like a 30 minute movie, I guess. I mean, it is Kirby going through all this kind of weird shit. I don't know. Now, I actually want to do a Waluigi one, and lucky guess, I am actually going to do one. I did tease Waluigi's monster or Waluigi something. So we're gonna go with this one being Super Smash Bros. So yeah, Waluigi's monster. Now the Pokemon Ravage Adventures, like by the end of season 2, we pretty much see like Waluigi on vacation, and that's pretty much it. And in the movie, we cut back to his vacation. I'm not going to tell you the rest of the plot because I didn't create the rest of the plot yet. So either way, I'm going to have to scrap what the other plot was from the trailer that you just saw. But don't worry, guys. I will be making a trailer for Mega Man X, Bowser's Koopalings, um, and the Three Bros, and pretty much the rest of this year because I got nothing else to say. Now then, let's go. So we pretty much got this. Now this doesn't split any timeline whatsoever. So we good. We good. And now we got one of the most craziest timelines of all time. And I swear to God, you guys, if you are honestly gonna be freaked out by this one, trust me, you're about to get your socks off. Because this timeline, I guess I'd say this is part of the Star Fox Adventure. This will last from seasons 1 to season 6. Yeah, season 6. Not even joking. What a twist. So, yeah, this will last from seasons 1 to season 6. Now, am I being more like the MCU? Maybe, but hey, when it comes to a plan in mind, oh yeah, always comes to a plan. Now, I only have like a few pages left because I don't want to fill up the full page because if I do that, then like I'm gonna be like worried and see what I missed and how I can get back to those pages. So either way, I pretty much am just gonna like leave it like this. So yeah. Anyways, now we got the ninth part of the timeline, and finally we go on to the 10th timeline, the twist. Where Star Fox finds Smart Iggy. And guess what? Star Fox tries to help Smart Iggy. But guess what? He doesn't listen. They started fighting, and Mario helps too. Apparently, Mario sees that this Iggy has left the other timeline. So, Mario tries to help this Iggy, but it's no use. So, you know what happens? I'm not going to tell you it because you're going to have to see the full episode on yourself. Now, this one will last from seasons 1 to season 2. Now, why did I not make this a movie? Well, brace yourself because what I'm about to show you is actually really good. Because this one is definitely a movie. And I tell you now, this one is actually not that bad. All right. For the final one, guys, we got Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon. You heard me. Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon. Rage Dragon. A movie that I actually wanted to make. Now, I'm pretty sure that this plot follows around like, this. Okay, yeah, the connection is fucked up now. Of course. I literally was like going to talk about this. Oh god. All right. So, yeah. And that's where we're going to end it here. Now, what will happen after Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon? Well, it's kind of easy to follow up because it's kind of crazy now to come to think of it. Like, Rage Dragon is definitely a series in mind that clearly comes to a follow. And no, the Koopalings with like the other series for the Koopalings, no, they don't count. It never counts to begin with. Like that, no, no. Like Lemmy's Ink Machine, no. Um, Five Nights at Iggy's, no. No, all these other timelines, no. But for the Larry and Wendy one, yes, that does count. So either way, it does count. So yeah, all in all, we did something. We we did something. Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon. So yeah. Now, how does the twist fit with the Rage Dragon? Well, after Iggy's defeat, Mario finds this, box. He released it, and then something came out. And by the end of the episode, he's shocked. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he goes out there, and guess what he sees? A dragon, a red dragon. It's not Charizard. If you're wondering to yourself that, no, it's literally fucking this fucking god, this majestic creature, this vile thing that came into the world and tries to kill everyone. And if Mario doesn't do anything about it, he's gonna have to get a lot of help. So, yeah, that is a part of the 11th timeline. Now, what will I call this, entire propaganda, entire thing? Well, we're going to call it phase 1 because this is going to be some phases here. Phase 1 is going to be from Mario Luigi Stupid Dumb Adventures all the way up to Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon. If you guys want me to, you know, do this kind of stuff, you guys want me to, like, make this kind of stuff happen, tell me in the comments down below. What should a dragon look like? What should it feel like? And how is it going to react? I want you to say it, but say it with me. Phase 1 will definitely be the one. Now, I know that some people would say that this doesn't make sense and this really doesn't feel like a part of Logan's momentum. But you got to remember, Logan quit his series a while back. So even though he did finish some, he didn't get a chance to finish all of it. So, yeah, Bowser Jr.'s 10th grade or anything like that. No. Why is my connection so bad? Okay. Yeah. So technically this right here, Super Smash Bros. Rage Dragon, will definitely be the last part for phase 1. Now this phase would last a while, maybe from phase 1 to 10 or something, but I don't know. It's your choice. Now, I know that some of you guys would say that really does this fit in the timeline? And I'm like, kinda, yeah. I mean, it's not bad per se. It's not bad. At least I think it's a Lakitu that fell the book. I don't know. I gotta look back on the movie and see what to do. So, yeah, either way, I'm Super Mario Jonathan, and I'm off. Oh, by the way, watch the movie.